Going over to the Cultural Report podcast, you have CNN host Mr. Cooper, quote unquote, accidentally misgendering someone on the TV, and Bernie's his reaction is hilarious. Which, again, CNN, I mean, they're all about the pronouns and all that kind of stuff. And yet, yeah, they won't fire themselves. I guarantee that. The hypocrisy is, well, that's what leftists are. Now, this comes with thanks to End Wokeness. He says, quote, CNN just misgendered a they, them on live TV. I'm literally shaking. And talk about going viral. It's got 2.9 million views and 51,000 likes. And without too much further ado, you got Anderson Cooper sitting down with Bernie Sanders, perpetual, useless leech on the government. I can't imagine wasting her whole life just stealing from taxpayers. Funny, he used to rally against the millionaires, then he became one. Ever notice his vernacular changed, so now he talks about the billionaires exclusively? Interesting. Also interesting to see, employees at the top pharma agencies, they are producers. Yeah, they all donate to Bernie heavily. Fascinating coincidence, I'm sure. Now, without too much further ado.
Paul, we're back with Senator Bernie Sanders. I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat. Grace?
They, them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
And there you can see clearly, yeah, a woman.
Good evening, Senator Sanders. Polling and turnout data
Look at his face. He's like, the hell are you talking about?
indicate that men of all racial demographics are turning away from the Democratic Party.
Yeah, because you're the party that alienated masculinity. You literally critique masculinity as a big part of your platform. Of course, no man is ever supporting you again. And he looks half perplexed there. It's just hilarious. Now, one of the first comments comes from Gumby saying, quote, the left is a real transphobe, so you're so retarded. Unquote, getting 744 likes. As youth might say, and wokeness ratio this individual saying, quote, LMFAO. You think I'm really outraged about this? Google sarcasm, getting 5.2 thousand likes, which, that's sarcasm, folks. Confused electrician says, quote, base electrician says, confused women, they, them pronouns actually, thank you. And Bernie looking like, the hell you saying? Getting 2.8 thousand likes. Barefoot Pregnant says, if they can't respect identities, they lose all credibility, getting 8 likes. Garth Eagleman simply laughed, getting 185 likes. Paul Zupa, back in the comment section, says, quote, CNN now needs to be sued by the ACLU. Ooh. When will there be a nationwide protest over this outrageous misgendering? Getting 144 likes, but of course it's rules for thee, but not for ye, or after the other way around. The old English throws me off sometimes, but yeah, they're not going to boycott themselves. Tanner Wade says Bernie be like, did she say them, they? He got 4.2 thousand likes. He's never looked more confused in his lifetime, which is saying something because he's been alive for like a gazillion years. Yeah, I Love American News saying CNN is a joke. And it's a quote from Elon Musk saying, quote, pronouns in bio means the woke mind virus ate your brain. Getting 262 likes. Kazian as you do, I think I'm pronouncing that right, perhaps, says, quote, this pronoun stuff consumes an awful lot of energy. One life to live. Do you have to use it to tracking someone's personal pronouns? Getting 2.2 thousand likes. Pregnant Redhead Head says, quote, CNN just committed a hate crime by leftist standards. Where's the outraged mob now? Guess the pronoun police took the night off. Gained 465 likes. You also have Menjaya say, quote, misgendering on live TV isn't just a mistake. It's a failure to respect someone's identity. Gained 43 likes, which again is what the leftists always say. Yet, where I can guarantee you they're not going to protest CNN. And thus far, Matt Von Swol says, quote, Anderson Cooper clearly must be canceled and fired from CNN. We have no choice in the matter. Our hands are being forced. Getting 335 likes. Yep. Doge, not the real one though, says, quote, then she proceeds to say polling and demographic data indicates that men of all racial backgrounds are turning away from the Democratic Party. Getting 275 likes. Yeah, well, exactly. Why would name one thing they do for men? Nothing at all. Talk says Bernie about to become Republican after sharing that. 273 likes. Yep, not too much. David Sullivan. I've not seen him in the comment section for a while. David Sullivan, I'll say his pronouns. Prosecute Fauci says, quote, it's a tragic loss of sanity. It's a Lil May saying leftism is a mental disorder. Getting 13 likes. You also have someone by the name of Fair Lily of Virginia saying start building a fireproof ark, y'all. And it's a big wooden ark. For some reason they have the Home Depot sign, which might be accurate because most of that ark is bent wood and warped wood. Calling out Home Depot, increase those 2x4's quality. I'm only partially kidding. That got 8 likes. But yeah, if I were to gamble, what are the odds that CNN actually gets protested by the left? I would say it's not zero. However, it is probably 0.0000278% approximately. So, of course, they won't boycott themselves, but it is hilarious to see Bernie's reaction. And of course, a lot of people really don't think they actually believe it, but let me know your thoughts and comments because, as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.